Hello and welcome to the Python programming series dedicated to kids and beginners. The series aims to teach Python from zero with no prior understanding of programming. The aim of the series is twofold. One is to provide a solid programming literacy. The second is to be as succinct as possible, which basically follows the less is more philosophy. So the kids can grasp the basics and build complex programs later. Let's get started. Python has a gamut of features and functionalities which can cater to various programming needs, be it your mathematics, web programming, microcontroller programming, data analysis needs, game programming, artificial intelligence, or machine learning, and various other needs which you may be having for your programming projects. So that's where Python is chosen for this series. Also, please do note that the core lesson objective is to have the local machine setup for your programming. Game programming helps in mathematics and computational thinking. It also helps us build our logical problem solving skills. And once we have built a game, we get a sense of accomplishment also. And that's where games are chosen for the mode of learning here. These are some of the projects which we shall be building by the end of this course. The number one is this snake project which you have seen. The second project which is chosen is the bouncing ball game. This is also very famous and everybody knows about this, and that's where it has been chosen. The third project is this dino jump project. This is something which comes in the Chrome browser if in case you are not connected to internet. Now if we see, these are some of the analysis which I have pulled from internet, and the aim of this is to understand the relevance of Python. So we can see that Python is the number one programming language as per this survey TIOB. As per Stack Overflow, Python is right at the top. So the first two things are JavaScript and HTML, which is basically for front end. With respect to active projects on GitHub, we see that after JavaScript, it is the second highest in the number of active projects in GitHub. So this essentially indicates that Python is very much live and very much in action, and this is like right at the top of all the programming languages, and it can be a very wise and intelligent decision to learn Python. So let's do a setup on the local machine. So there are two things which we shall be using. Number one is Google Colab. So Google Colab does not need any installation on your local machine. You can just use the browser, and Google provides you a web tool where you would be able to write programs, Python programs, and execute them directly and free of charge. The second thing is the local Python setup. This would help you run your programs locally on your computer. The local Python installation instructions are there in this link. I'll share this link on the description. You have the download section. From here you can download the latest version, which would be 3.13, any 3 series, and then follow the instructions. Only thing which is required is that at the end there is this button which shall be coming, which says that add Python 3 dot something to path. So this you have to enable, and this would mean that the Python version is available on the command prompt also. For Mac OS also you can follow the previous approach, or you can also do homebrew. Okay, you install a homebrew on your machine. Homebrew is a package manager. Probably it is already installed in your Mac OS. If not, you can install it following this, and you can then run this command to have the Python installed on your machine. So once you have done the installation on your machine, these are the things which you have to do to validate that the installation is successful. You can see the Python version, and you can see the pip version also. Pip by default, when you install Python, that is a Python package manager that is also installed automatically. If direct Python is not working for you, you may have to write Python 3. 3 indicates the version of the Python, and pip 3. I'm using a Mac machine, so I have opened the terminal window. What I would do is Python and I would say version, 2 hyphens and then the version. It won't work for me because I'm using Python version 3, and that is what is required for you also. You shall also be using Python version 3. So Python 3, and then if I say version, I should see the version. And same thing I would be doing for the pip also. Pip is a package manager, and what exactly is a package manager we shall see little bit later. But pip also installs automatically when you are installing the latest version of Python 3, and this should also be there in your machine. So this is the second thing which we discussed, Colab. You have to open this URL, and once you have opened the URL, you can go here, file new notebook, and you can start programming Python directly at this place. There are two kinds of blocks which are there. One is a code block, one is a text block. Text is mentioned so that you can put some comments, for example, okay, or you can put bullets. So this is text, and there is a code block. If you add a code block here, you would be able to code. So if I say 5 into 5, and this is the run button, I click it here and it executes this statement, and 5 into 5 is 25. So any Python code, you can add a code block and write your Python code here. So the benefit of this, like we discussed, was that you would be able to collaborate, you would be able to share these files with your peers, and that's where we have chosen. So I would be able to share the files which I create with you.